I'm not the best singer in the world. But anyway, it's been, gosh, I don't even know how long it's been since I've done a live stream, y'all. It's probably been about 3 or 4 weeks, but I'm back. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. It's your boy Malin here with another Madden 18 live stream, Dallas Cowboys franchise with updated rosters. As you can see on the screen, I have simulated, jumped ahead in the season because I was only through 2 weeks, the first 2 games of the season. And, well, let's just say that I want this season to go a little bit quicker than it has because I've been really busy the last 3 weeks with my jobs and work and some other things that I've been taking care of. So I really want to speed this along. And also, I do want to say this. Madden 19 is going to come out in mid-August, quite frankly, early August. And I really would like to do a lot of live streaming with that. So in order to do that, I feel like I need to kind of wrap up this series as quick as possible. I know, for those of y'all that wanted to see me go through the whole season, I'm really sorry about that. But all in all, who really wants to see me play through, 17 weeks, possibly more than that of, football for this? Because, obviously with this franchise, my goal is only playing through one season, and my goal is to win the Super Bowl. So, before we get into our next game, which is in Week 11 against the Eagles, let's go ahead and take a quick look at how we've done this season. Because in the last game that I live streamed, we did Weeks 1 and 2, and we lost to the Denver Broncos in overtime. So, let's go ahead and take a look at what we've done the rest of the season. We actually started out pretty flat, actually. After the overtime loss to the Broncos, we lost to the Cardinals by 7, lost to the Rams. We beat the Packers at home 31-21. I don't know how we beat Aaron Rodgers, but we did. We beat the 49ers on the road 49-24, probably our most decisive win of the season. We beat the Redskins in Washington. We beat the Chiefs at home. So we won 4 consecutive after dropping 3 straight, which was good. And last week, in Week 10, we lost to the Falcons on the road 17-13. And I'm going to go to the injury report. Apparently, we have been trying to do all of this while Dak Prescott has been hurt. He'll be out for this final game. This final game. Well, I say final game. He'll be out for this next game against the Philadelphia Eagles. So we're going to roll with Mike White, the rookie quarterback. I played with him a little bit against the Denver Broncos because Prescott went out, so I had to put him in the game. Not much has changed in terms of the injury report. Our backup running back, Rod Smith, is out for 3 weeks, but he'll be back for the end of the regular season, so I'm not going to put him on IR yet. Of course, our biggest injury is Dalton Schultz. He's out for the season, and Randy Gregory, who technically is listed as a punter, he's out for the year as well. I'm not doing any of the scout college players because, like I said, I'm only playing through one season of this, and after the season is done, regardless of what happens, even if we don't win the whole thing, I'm going to end this series. Don't worry, y'all. I'm going to try my best to play through the rest of the season without skipping a bunch of weeks in a row, because skipping, 7 weeks or 8 weeks of the season, it's not really something I really wanted to do, but I just feel like I need this series to move along. I can't really be taking, a lot of breaks, and I know being a YouTuber, you have to be consistent, but I am being consistent in terms of that this series has to have an ending. It's at least going to have a beginning, it's going to have an ending. So, as you take a look at the depth chart, nothing has really changed in terms of who we have on offense and who we have on our starting defense. So we're going to keep everything the same. And we're going to go ahead and start weekly training, though, because we got a big game this week against the Philadelphia Eagles. Because they are 7-2, and just like in real life, they are basically on a roll. So it looks like I'll take a look at the rest of the NFL and how the league is doing to see who the division leaders are. I did take a quick glance before I started the live stream, but I forgot already who is the league leaders and everything. So let's go ahead and take a look at the well, no, not the schedule. Let's take a look at the standings. First of all, in the NFC East, we are second place. The Redskins are 4-5. The Giants are 3-6, and that's pretty much like what happened last season. But let's go ahead and let's take. No, I don't want. Why do I keep going to the league schedule? Let's go to the standings and let's take a look at the NFL standings, because based on what I'm looking at right now, we are in the middle of the pack. We are not 8th overall. That's what we are ranked in the NFL. So overall NFL, the best team in the league is surprisingly the Jacksonville Jaguars, who are 7-2. And actually, I take that back. There is a 4-way tie basically for first place in the NFL. The Jaguars, the Eagles, the Chargers, the Los Angeles Chargers at 7-2. How about that? Of course, you got the Patriots up there at 7-2. Rams, Seahawks are 6-3. Lions, Cowboys, Vikings, Saints, Bears, Browns. Wow, I guess Baker Mayfield's doing some big things up there in Cleveland. They don't have LeBron James anymore, so I guess you had to have something for the city to rely on. And the Falcons, the Jets, those are teams that are all 4-5 in the middle of the pack. And you got the Bills and the Colts. You got the Bills at 4-4. Colts and Panthers are both 5-5. And then you got the 4-5 teams. Surprisingly, the Packers, I guess Aaron Rodgers might have been hurt, but I don't know if he's hurt or not. I'll have to look at that. But the Packers, the Titans, Bengals, Ravens, Steelers, Redskins, Chiefs, Raiders are all 4-5. 49ers are 4-6. Dolphins are 4-6 as well. The Giants and the Buccaneers have each won 3 games. Giants 3-6, Buccaneers 3-7. The Texans are 2-7. The Texans, the Cardinals, and the Broncos are all bringing up the rear, which is surprisingly because we lost to the Broncos in Week 2. You know, in real life, the Cowboys lost last season to them in Week 2 of 2017, but the Broncos went on to be one of the worst teams in the NFL, and they had a top 5 pick. So pretty realistic when you look at the teams that are bringing up the rear. Although the Cardinals weren't this bad in real life at this time last year, they were actually pretty solid. They were about a middle of the pack, maybe 4 or 5 win team by this point. But it looks like things are pretty realistic. But let's go to the NFC picture real quick because the Eagles, Rams, Seahawks, Lions are all ahead of us. And we're on the cusp of a wild card spot. Right now, the Eagles, Rams, and the Lions, as well as the Saints, are all division leaders, but the Saints are 5-4. So I got a feeling if we win this game against the Philadelphia Eagles, it will have big-time playoff implications. The unfortunate thing about this game is that we're going to have to do it with a rookie quarterback. And for this one, we're going to go ahead and play the full game, obviously, like I did with the Giants and the Broncos game. I'm going to also try to do another game during this live stream and get 2 knocked out. Like I said, guys, I'm really sorry that I've been slacking on this. I mean, I know my YouTube channel is not that big anyways, but obviously I'm trying to start it up in the early stages. And, you know, how can I start it up if I post a couple of videos in a row and then don't post any for like weeks on end? Well, the real reason I haven't is because for the last 3 weeks, I have been back and forth between Lubbock and San Antonio for training for this other job, and there's been just a lot of things going on with my family. And also, you know, I have jobs. Of course, I got done working for, I guess, this cycle for my filming job because baseball's over. So I'm off for pretty much the summer until September rolls around when it's time for college football. And I picked up another writing job. Obviously, I had my other 2 writing jobs already. So a lot of stuff happening to the point where, you know, doing something like this is not really at the forefront of my to-do list. It's not at the top of the list. So anyway, I'm going to stop talking and about, you know, what's been going on, and let's go ahead and get ready. So it looks like the NFC playoff picture, we are in the wild card spot. We are in the wild card hunt, which is good. At this time in real life, Dallas was in that position, but unfortunately, they obviously got blown out in this game in real life to the Eagles. They lost a couple of other games that, you know, they really shouldn't have lost. The Seahawks game was the one that knocked them out of the playoffs. Now, I don't know if, I would guess we're facing off against Carson Wentz. I know he was still healthy at this point last year. I don't think he got hurt until the next week after they played this game against us. So we'll see what happens. I'm not going to lie. Playing with Mike White, I'm a little bit nervous. I know what he's capable of, which, you know, unfortunately is not much. He played in the second half of the game against Denver, and he actually played very well. But with a backup rookie quarterback in there, our philosophy is really going to be about getting Ezekiel Elliott going early. So we're going to have to see what Mike White can do because this is a big game. You know, I obviously would like to win the division. And, you know, I wanted to have a better record than, you know, 5-4, but obviously simming through the season, you know, you're leaving it up to the computer, you're leaving it up to the CPU. So, you know, in video games, sometimes you have to do that. But anyway, we're going to get started out, and we're actually going to go to the air. You know, we go to the air on the first play after I say we're going to get Ezekiel Elliott going. But we're going to get Jarwin going early. I did go ahead and take care of renegotiating all the contracts with the players like DeMarcus Lawrence. I think he's the only one that I've successfully re-signed. Actually, I take that back. I did go ahead and re-sign David Irving. You know, I know one season. I could have just, you know, skipped all of that, but I just really didn't want to. But the scouting and all that stuff, I'm not even going to toy with that. I'm going to just let that be, because the next rookie class is technically already in the game. So we're just going to leave it as is. Cole Beasley gets open for a nice gain. There we go. Get Cole Beasley going early. That's what we need. Just need everybody get going early. You know, obviously it's kind of the dead of the off-season. Training camp doesn't kick off in the NFL for, I think, a couple of weeks from now. But I was watching some stuff on NFL Network this afternoon, and I said, you know what? I need a live stream. I need to get back on this live stream, because Madden 19 is going to come out in about a month, and I don't really want to still be doing Madden 18 videos when Madden 19 is already out there. And I've already technically seen, as I throw a pick, goodness gracious me, he's going to take this all the way to the house. Yep, he is. Wow. Goodness. Wow. Well, that was the worst way I could have started out this game, for real. Playing from behind already. Throws a pick six within like 3 plays of the opening drive. That's exactly what we needed. Good job, White. But yeah, I've been watching some videos that people have posted on YouTube of what Madden 19 looks like. And I gotta say, when it comes to the franchise mode, which is something that I really talked about in previous live streams that I wanted to be improved, it looks like they are improving it a little bit in terms of it's not just like the box screens anymore. It's like, you know, whatever your character is, whether it's a player, a coach, or I guess an owner, you're actually in the office, standing up, walking around, I guess getting on the telephone and walking around and stuff like that, which, you know, it kind of reminds me of the old NFL head coach game that you bought in, that was on the PS2 in 2006, and a little bit of NFL head coach 09 on the PS3. I actually have that game, because I still have a PS3 console, and I still have NFL head coach 09, which low-key is a good game. I used to play it a lot when I got it used for like $3 or something at GameStop. I still have it, but obviously I don't really play on my PS3 very much. You know, I still am a big fan of the NCAA games, but, you know, I'm just flat out not playing that right now because it's a lot of work to unplug my PS4, and there's a lot more things going on in my life other than just playing video games. So I actually need to focus a little bit, because we just threw a pick six and we're down 7-0, and it's already 3rd down and 9. So we're already behind the 8 ball. All right. Come on, Cole Beasley. Oh, my goodness. That was so inaccurate. Throwing off, I was rolling out, and White's accuracy is just not very good. So this is going to be, this may be a long game, y'all. This may be another one where I'm not going to talk too much about it, but it may be another tough game. We're going against an Eagles team that is one of the best in the NFL. Hit stick, oh, okay. Well, I did the hit stick, but he didn't fumble it. Fine. I guess that's just what it is, all right. Carson Wentz is the Eagles starter.
So now here comes the Eagles offense.
You know, the big question is, since Nick Foles won them the championship, you know, is Nick Foles the guy that they go with, or do they just stick with the franchise and Carson Wentz? And, you know, people are saying that, you know, that's crazy. They're going to go with Carson Wentz. But I'm surprised that not a lot of teams who need a quarterback, who maybe didn't get one, as I let a big play just go right down the field, that didn't get a franchise quarterback in the draft, are not just crazy about trading for Nick Foles, because, you know, Nick Foles is a Super Bowl MVP. And he's a backup quarterback. That is some very good trade value. That is something that no other team in the league has. And I'm very surprised that the Eagles you know, they're not at least engaging with teams about trading Nick Foles away. Now, I guess Howie Roseman is thinking, you know, what if Wentz goes down again? We don't want to trade away Nick Foles and have, like, I don't even know who the third stringer is. I guess Nate Sudfeld. I guess he's still the backup. I don't even know it at this point. I don't know if he's still the backup, I guess. You know, if Sudfeld is still the backup, then, you know, that's going to leave them in a tough spot. Obviously, the Eagles don't have LeGarrette Blount anymore, so we're really facing off against Corey Clement. Is his name Corey? Yeah, his first name's Corey. I just looked at the screen. 500 rushing yards this season. Maybe their starting tailback is hurt. I don't even know. I guess Darren Sproles isn't their starter at this point.
Every carry is putting some damage on the defense.
I don't know Darren Sproles is doing it. Yeah, this is how disengaged I am with the NFL because I haven't looked at NFL rosters. I haven't done a live stream in forever, so I'm a little bit oblivious to any big NFL news happening. Although not much is really happening because training camp is getting ready to start, and teams don't typically go and sign off-season free agents unless they're absolutely sure. And by the way, you know, I'm really surprised that Dez still hasn't been picked up. Just a little bit because, well, some part of me thinks I know why he's not being picked up, but another part of me doesn't. Because if you're a team like the 49ers, who just don't have a go-to weapon, really, then you need to go out and you need to sign Dez Bryant. Because, yeah, he struggled in Dallas, and I think then again, a lot of the talk in Dallas is, you know, a lot of people like even Jerry Jones, and everybody respects the heck out of a Hall of Fame owner in Jerry Jones, that, you know, they're really talking Dez down, that he didn't know how to run his routes, that he was bad, that he didn't improve, that he wasn't a good locker room guy. He was basically a cancer, which, in my opinion, in Dallas, he was. But he doesn't have to be that in some other team's locker room. So it just really baffles me that he's not been picked up yet. I mean, I say baffles, but it's just a little bit surprising that, you know, if you're a team that doesn't have a go-to wide receiver, that you're not just picking him up. You're just not saying, hey, can we bring Dez Bryant in? Can we just bring him in? Is it maybe a second receiver, a third receiver? As the rookie Van Der Esch gets a nice tackle right there up the middle. All right, now it's 3rd down and goal. We've already dug ourselves in a bit of a hole. I don't want to make that hole any deeper. So let's get off the field and let's hold them to a field goal defense. All right, they got guys on the outside. They're probably going to go. Wentz is probably looking for that fade to the corner. Oh, my goodness, he's in. God. He was left wide open over the middle. I didn't even really have Van Der Esch covering that well. It was soft coverage. Cover 2. That probably wasn't the best option there. All right, well, already down 14-0. And then again, this is basically what happened last year. The only difference is we don't have Dak Prescott. We have to go with Mike White. I guess I could have rolled Prescott out there, but I don't want to risk him getting re-injured and, you know, being out for the season. I don't want to risk that. But we're going to keep fighting. We just got to get into the end zone. We just got to get some points on the board on this drive because we're already down 14-0. And Tavon Austin with a nice juke. He hasn't been able to bust loose the big return yet, at least in the games that I've played, even though it's only been like 2 preseason games and 2 regular season games. It's only 4 overall. So, you know, that's what we're working with. But I want to run Zeke. I don't want to abandon the running game just yet, but they're keying on it very quickly. Look at that. They just plugged up the hole before he could even get going.
Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board.
Exactly. You need something on this drive. Got Hearns open over the middle. Let's try to juke a man out. There we go. First down. 4-6 for Mike White, the rookie. You gotta just, we just gotta move this ball down the field.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble.
I'm not going to really... Oh, my goodness, Swaim. Come on. You had that ball right in your hands. Oh. Oh, Jason Witten, I miss you. Come on, Zeke. There we go, there we go, there we go. That's what we need. He's loose. Nice run. There we go. Let's get going. Let's get it going. Feed Zeke. Let's go.
A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick.
There
in the
you go.
2016 draft.
Now we're cooking. We got something going here. We just needed to get something going on this drive. All right, well, the rookie Scarborough's in because, wow, can we run it with White? Yes, we can. We're just going to dive forward. I don't want to risk him getting hit and fumbling the football. Obviously not as mobile as Prescott, but I didn't really see a good option down the field, and I'm also used to just running with Prescott. I'm not going to lie, I am nervous about going to the air with White because he's just not that accurate. Basically, with White, I'm going to be doing a lot of dump passes and, you know, not taking too much of a risk, but just like that route right there to Terrence Williams was a great one, and we get into the end zone for the touchdown, and we're only down by 7. That's what we needed. Just needed to get back in this game. All right, there we go, Terrence Williams. All right, extra point is good. Money Bailey, and we have trimmed the lead, and we trimmed the deficit to just 7. Long way to go. So let's try to get a stop on defense. Like Carson Wentz just can't let the Eagles just move the ball down the field as effortlessly as they did on that last drive. And we have Earl Thomas back there, but I don't really know how much of a difference it's made. I mean, especially since we're 5-4 at this point of the season. But we've played a tough schedule. Like the 2017 schedule was very hard for the Cowboys. You look at who they played: the Falcons, the Eagles. These were all playoff teams. Most of them were. It wasn't an easy schedule, you know, because they got a first place schedule based on how they did last year. Oh, Earl Thomas was in on the tackle. I was just talking about you, Earl. I need to get some picks. I need to make some big plays. Traded you. We gave up Tyrone Crawford and a bunch of picks for you. We expect you to make an impact, boy. Oh my goodness, I missed it. Oh, he dropped it. Wow. Okay, I thought that I did whiff the tackle with Van Der Esch, but fortunately Clement forgot his hands in the hotel room, so no harm, no foul, but it seriously looked like he was about to catch that ball, turn it up. I mean, he was about to catch that ball, turn it upfield, and I don't know if my guys at the next level would have been able to stop him. Oh my God, we just let Ertz get open, and he just gained the first down easily. No, he didn't. It's 4th and inches. All right, but they might go for it. Yeah, don't pound your head too much, Earl Thomas. They'll probably go for it. Maybe they won't. Okay. All right, well, we stopped him. Mission accomplished. All right, 2-minute warning. Right, time for a little water break.
We're back to Arlington right after this timeout.
Drink water, y'all. It's free and it's good for you.
In just 2 minutes' time, don't forget we'll get you to Orlando for our halftime report. To bring it to you, who else but Larry Ridley?
Now that man knows his football. Go
Although I'm not sponsored by
Donnie
water.
Jones set to punt it.
Although I could be. Water is free.
Year of the NFL. Back deep is Cole Beasley.
Hope everybody is having a good Monday. I know that a lot of y'all going back to work. My day was. I actually got back to Lubbock on Sunday from San Antonio, driving home. It's a long drive. 6.5, 7 hours. So hope everybody had a good Monday. You know, hopefully, you sitting back watching a bunch of YouTube videos just because you're bored. You're having, Mondays stink. You don't like to work and you just want to chill out and watch some funny videos. Not saying this is really funny. I mean, this is meant to be half serious, but I like to have fun here. I feel like I'm not funny enough. And, being a YouTube comedian is not something I really want to do, but when you watch funny comedians on YouTube like I do, you want to imitate them a little bit. Or you watch funny guys playing video games, you want to imitate them, say some stuff, but I don't want to do that. A nice pass over the middle to Ezekiel Elliott. We got 81 passing yards for the game. We've actually had more success going to the air in this one, which is perfectly fine with me. I don't care as long as we move the ball down the field. I'm not going to quite run the hurry up yet because we still got a lot of time left. Well, not a lot of time, but we still got over a minute.
That'll drive a team towards a victory. When you see zone defense and you know you've got
I really want to win this game against the Eagles because, they won the Super Bowl last year, and I'll never forget having to sit on my couch and watch them just dominate Brady and the Patriots and win the Super Bowl. Now the Eagles can say, and this is a Cowboy fan talking, y'all. The Eagles are going to hold this over us until we win a championship. All right? I hope, like Cowboy Nation, y'all understand that. We got to win pretty soon because every other team in the league it just seems like everybody's just better than us. I feel like we're almost at the level of, the Browns. I was like, everybody was like, well, why are you saying that, Malin? Well, look, we haven't done anything relatively significant since 1996. The Philadelphia Eagles just won the freaking Super Bowl. And I gotta watch, like, all these YouTubers who, by the way, two of my favorite YouTubers are Connor O'Neill. By the way, Connor, if you're watching this video, I've been a subscriber for the last few months, dude. You're pushing out some good content. I like the Madden 06 Superstar mode with the Eagles. I hate the Eagles with a passion, but, you're a young YouTuber like me in a way. Starting up a little bit. So, shout out to Connor O'Neill 20 if you're watching this, man. Also, Eat That Pussy 445. I just watched a bunch of his videos this afternoon. Actually, I say this afternoon, about 2 hours ago. That guy is so funny, y'all. And, I hate the Eagles, but it's so funny to watch. Even when the Eagles won the championship, that was awesome to see EDP get to witness that. Because Lord knows if if it was back in '95 and I was way older and I knew what football was, because in 1995 when the Cowboys last won the Super Bowl, I was like not even probably 2 years old. I was a baby. I would have absolutely cried after winning it, and EDP did, and I respect him. And I completely whiffed on the fact that Mike White was the one who got that touchdown. So we got the game tied up 14 apiece. We didn't even burn any of our timeouts. I didn't even notice that. I wasn't even looking at the clock when I was on that whole drive. So we're going to go into the half tied up at 14, which is what I like. I feel like with giving up that pick six, it put Philadelphia in the driver's seat too early, but I feel like we gained control of the game. As Zach Ertz drops a pass right there. Good hit by Marsh Lillard. I thought about going ahead and renegotiating his contract, but I just don't want to because, real life probably would look for somebody else. But, we're just going through one season with this and then we're done.
From the gun on third down, wins.
I guess shifting back to the Madden 19 discussion. I did see some of the new stuff that they're adding to the long shot mode, and I'm looking forward to that. Just because, well, first of all, it seems like that Devin Wade is with the Cowboys, so it looks like, I guess they fast forward about a year into the future because, oh, pick. Can we take this to the house? Can we take it to the house? Chidobe with, oh, okay, we can't take it to the house, but it's okay. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Yeah, but, oh. Did y'all see that glitch on the screen? Byron Jones, tripped up, and he was trying to, walk over Awuzie. Alright, but anyway. Some of the new stuff that's on long shot mode looks pretty good. It looks like they fast forward a year into the future, where Wade is the third, fourth stringer. Looks like they, hopefully there's some actual, there was actual player voices in the long shot mode, but it was, Chad Johnson and quite frankly a bunch of guys that, it wasn't like 2K where you have so many players' voices recorded for the game. Hopefully we get some more of that from Madden 19 for the long shot mode. Because I think it's a good mode. I just wish that, and I guess this would be shifting into the superstar mode, or I say superstar mode. By the way, I'd love for that actually to be brought back. I mean, that was on the PS2 days. This is 2018. I think they can bring that back. But anyway, I wish that was brought back, where you can hire an agent who go through the combine, who go through the draft workouts and all that kind of stuff. You can't do any of that. And you can't work your way up the depth chart. That's what I hate about creating a player in this mode. I've thought about it, but all I'm going to do is be the starter on like the Cowboys at quarterback, and I don't want that. I would like to work my way up, you know, over the next few years of eventually maybe taking Prescott's job, but not having the job handed to me when I'm just a rookie quarterback who might have been an undrafted free agent. That doesn't make any sense. NFL teams don't do that. Unless you're a first-round draft pick at quarterback, you're probably not going to be a penciled-in starter at training. You might be battling for the starting job, but you're not going to be the number one guy. It all depends. Even when Prescott came in 2016, he came into camp third string behind Kellen Moore. Who, by the way, I think it was a terrible decision to hire him as the quarterback coach, as we give up another big play over the middle. All right, when big plays like that happen, I'm not going to even take control of any defensive backs. I'm just going to let the play out and just let it go. Because it seems like they make better plays in the secondary when I just don't take control of them. I'm better at controlling the guys on the line. Playing defense in this game is not my strong suit. But a good tackle by Sean Lee nonetheless right there.
Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter.
Second and 8.
To panic. But that also
Keep
doesn't
Lawrence
mean
from
you just
getting
do it
there.
the
He's
same
been
way
pretty
you've been
quiet
doing
all
it the
game.
entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays.
Get him! There you go.
And he'll lose yardage
Took
here.
4 guys to bring him down in several efforts, but
Be a loss of 1.
whatever. We made the tackle.
Third down.
Third down is where I struggle. I feel like I keep calling just for long defenses. I mean, I'm going to stop it on like second down. We've really held the running game in check. It's just the passing game we've let just beat us so much. They're getting there. Oh my gosh, are you serious?
A really good pickup of
Oh my
28
God.
yards. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensive.
This is the life we live in this game. Real depiction of what happens in real life. All right. Now, I just feel like that I had a chance, but it just didn't happen. See? Man. Byron Jones. He's just looking at it. Look. Look at where his eyes are. He's like not even looking at Alshon Jeffrey. Well, he kind of is, but whatever. All right. You can't think about the last play. You just got to move on. I know. Whatever. It's just that I feel like that I had a shot at the ball and it just whatever. It just fell right into Alshon Jeffrey's hands. And we're just gonna let Clement gain 5 yards easily. Man, this Eagles offense is eating us alive. You know, we got to play these guys last game of the regular season in Philadelphia. It'll probably be snowing, and if we don't win that game, it may just, and that game may or may not decide whether we go to the playoffs. So this is already going to be a tough wind down to the season as we give up another touchdown. Oh man. Well, I'll tell you what, if these rosters are anything like what we're going to realistically get in Madden 19, the Eagles are probably going to be one of the most highly rated teams on the game. Well, it looks like they're going to review it. I don't know if he got... Oh, I don't think he got both feet down. Now, that should be an incomplete pass because he clearly got possession of that outside, but watch them like... But I got a feeling we're going to get screwed here.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field stands.
That is so many degrees of just So much BS. All right, y'all. I mean, look at this. Just why can't I zoom out? Okay. All right, look at this. Okay, look. He has. All right. I'm trying to slow this down as best as I can, but it's going to be hard because I'm pretty sensitive. Okay. So he doesn't have complete possession because he hasn't put his left hand on the ball. Okay, so now he has possession. But look at where his toe is. The thing is, like, it jumps out of the ground. Maybe he does have possession. I don't even know. I know this is a damn video game, but come on, EA.
Elliott on for the extra
Seriously. Whatever. If it was a catch, fine.
It's up and good, and that'll make
Now,
the score
I can see y'all writing in the
21-14.
comment section, Ertz caught it. Ha 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 ha. Shut up. I still haven't gotten over Des caught it. I really haven't. Just because I feel like if they won that game, they would have at least gotten to the NFC Championship, and we wouldn't be singing the same song we've been singing since 1996. Stephen A. Smith would start running out of jokes. He wouldn't be able to use that joke anymore. But no.
They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here.
All right. Well, down 7 again. It's just tough to trust Mike White's arm. Golly. I just can't trust this quarterback, guys. I can't trust him. You know, if I was to go through many years of this franchise, maybe White would be a better backup, but I don't know. Should I go out and sign a veteran guy? I would, but this is the last game that we're going to need Mike White to start because Prescott will be back next week, so I kind of just don't want to do that. Because, you know, restarting the game and then playing with a back, and I just don't want to do that. I don't want to exit out of the game yet. And it's not like it's over yet. It's just that I can tell that it's on a new level. And I almost threw another pick. Now then again, you know, my thumbs fail me. But at the same time, going from White to Prescott, there's a big difference when it comes to the accuracy and just the overall ratings. All right, well, Swaim actually caught that ball. And, all right, let's try to pick up this first down. It is 3rd down and 2. If we can't pick up this first down by running the ball with Ezekiel Elliott, we are booty cheeks. So we're not booty cheeks. All right. I should be running more with Zeke anyway. That little dance he did was pretty funny. It looked like he was doing the Marshawn Lynch standing up. That doesn't make any sense, though. He should be doing his Eid celebration. Oh, get off me, he says. There we go. Up to 78 yards for the game. I want to get you to 100, Mr. Elliott. I want to get you into the hundreds. I don't think regular season, at least games that I've played, you've had over 100. You've had 100 or more rushing yards. That's got to change today, sir. There we go. Round and pound. It's our identity. We are a running football team, y'all. Listen to me, Garrett, in real life. Run the damn ball. All right, we're giving Elliott a rest, so we're going to have the rookie Scarborough in there, but terrible blocking. And that's going to go for -3 yards.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Still don't think that was a touchdown. But whatever.
Back now here
NFL is the
EA
NFL.
Sports.
Even in Madden, it still screws the Cowboys.
They trail here as we begin
All right.
the 4th quarter of play.
All right. Well, we can't really be messing around too much anymore. We gotta keep this drive going. We are in field goal range, so we'll still kick it. But Ezekiel Elliott got stuck, and oh my gosh, that was oh my goodness, EA. Look at this. Look at this. All right. Y'all see what probably would have happened. You got Kendricks here, and you got, shoot, who is 23? McLeod Jr. here. Elliott would have been wide open in this spot right here. But watch what happens. Look at this. He tries to go that way, and he gets stuck, and he gets, oh my goodness, look at this. And because of that, Frederick and Williams can't hold their blocks forever. Look at this. He is stuck between Tyrone Smith and Michael Bennett. He tries to go out and okay, wow, look at this. Look at this snap up right here. Okay, he was open like right there. He catches this ball. That's a first down. See, he's wide open right here. Hendricks and McLeod would have reacted too late. But of course, by that time, right when he's getting ready to throw it, Jernigan gets him. And it's too late.
Dropping for a loss of 12. And it'll be
wow. All right, so we have the ball on the 40. Can I kick a field goal, though? I don't want to. I want to go for the field goal. All right. Field goal, 57 yards.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good.
Got it.
From 57 yards
Woo!
out. That was
Thank you, Dan Bailey. I don't know why they wanted me to go for the punt. I know we lost a bunch of yards, but Dan Bailey can make field goals from the heavens.
That field goal, it really might not help him much at all.
All right. Dan Bailey can make it from the Gulf Coast. But seriously, like that last play on that screen pass was complete crap. Ezekiel Elliott would have been open for at least enough to pick up the first down. But he gets stuck between Smith and Michael Bennett. And therefore he can't get out and catch the pass. And Mike White's not quick enough to get the ball out of his hands.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a
all right, well, we got to keep playing. Get in there. There we go. Nice wrap up, David Irving. All right, now we got to get off the field on this 3rd down. We got to find a way to get off this field.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Got to get off the field here. Not going to have a lot of chances left in this one. Oh, Lawrence got put on his back. No! Oh, yes! Yes! Earl Thomas, yes! Go! Come on, boy, go! Yes! That's exactly what we needed, Earl. Coming through in the clutch with a big interception. There we go.
A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
Woo!
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead.
Excellent.
In the 4th quarter, turning it over.
Off balance throw. Good pick. Excellent job. Let's go. Oh, screw this. No, let's run smash. Let's go with smash. All right, I got to be careful here. I don't want to risk too much. Just trot out of bounds or just fall down wide. I don't really care. If you run for a couple of yards, I'm fine with it. I just don't want you to throw another interception. Please, just don't throw another interception. Bench corner. Exactly. We don't want him to throw another pick. We've already thrown one in this game. There you go, Hearns. Catch that. Sideline grab. There we go. First down.
Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down.
Oh, what? No. Philadelphia. Okay. That is a... That should be a catch, y'all. Okay, drags his foot. He was dragging his foot. That's got to be a catch. If it's not a catch, then the NFL officially hates the Cowboys in this game. All right, it was a catch. Thank you. It should be. Is it?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
All right, thank you. All right, let's keep going. I don't know why they, well, I guess they just do it because of the animation, but whatever. All right, Thompson should be open over the middle. He's open, but not too much to go on that play. I don't want to take a risk and throwing it into a crowd because I just know that those Eagles DBs are waiting for another bad decision by White. I just don't want to risk it. If I got to take a whole lot of time on this drive to get the go-ahead score, that's fine. I just don't want to give Wentz and company something to work with. And that was a little bit in front of Beasley, but it was also, I guess, deflected by Fletcher Cox.
They almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception.
I don't want to kick another field goal, but if we have to, we will. This route's money with Williams. It's money, but I don't know if he got the first.
That's Williams.
Did he?
And he'll go down here
Ooh,
at the
4th and inches, y'all. Okay, all right.
There, but it brings up
I don't want to go fullback dive. Halfback power. Let's go power. All right, we got to pick up this first down. We're in a big moment of the game. There we go. First down, baby. There we go. Nice job, Zeke. I want to run the ball more, but Garrett is like constantly calling these pass plays. Okay, good. We found a running play finally. All right, 2-minute warning. All right, y'all. Time to be great. All right, 1st and goal. Let's go halfback base and see if LA can get in the end zone. We got to take advantage of this. We got to get in the end zone. Good. Good blocking. There we go. I'll take 5 yards. I still want to run it. 94 will. I guess they called it, injury timeout. Okay, well, Philadelphia has only 1 timeout left because they also used it on the challenge. So we only have 1 timeout left, so we might have to take our sweet time with this. Elliott down to the 1. Okay, they're not taking a timeout just yet. All right, it's 3rd and goal. This is where separate the men from the boys.
In this game, so far, he's been denied.
Power. 26 duo.
Offense so far on 3rd down. They've only
You got to get into the end zone here.
This is 3rd and goal.
This is it, y'all.
With 1 back and 3 tight ends.
Get in there, Elliott. Yes. Touchdown, baby. Let's go. And we got the lead.
Touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Wow, I know it's a never say
All right,
never
extra
situation.
point is up and good, and we're up by 3. Got the lead for the first time in the game. 1:18 to go. They only have 1 timeout left, and they have 1:18 seconds to do it. All right. All right, please, defense. We got to get a stop on this drive. We got to hold them.
You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
That's fielded in
I am worried we left too much time. But if we didn't get into the end zone on that play, I didn't want to risk us kicking a field goal and then not having enough time if we get the ball back on the onside kick if we didn't get it. I mean, you guys know this is situational football here. You got to think about the situation. You can't think about. You just got to get it. You just got to score. You know, that's the offense's job to score. And sometimes you don't have control of whether you do it in 50 seconds or a minute or whatever. Well, they just got a good first down on that first play, so that's not good. I don't really like that. All right, it's all right. Only 1 first down. There's still got a ways to go. We got to get a sack on Wentz here or something. We got to put the pressure on him. All right. They didn't pick up the first on that play, so the clock's going to keep ticking down.
Now Wentz signaling frantically, let's get to the line.
Looks like they're not, well, they only got 1 timeout left, so they're not going to burn it just like that. And they spiked it. All right, Jake Elliott, I don't know what his, I saw him make a walk-off field goal against the Giants last season. All right.
The Eagles on third
Come on, guys.
down.
We gotta.
They've converted 4 times
Oh,
out of 6.
they
Not
put his
bad.
they
This
put
will
his
be 3rd and
range
6.
right there to tie it up and go to overtime. All right. At worst, they'll tie it.
He's back to throw.
Okay.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. He'll get a couple yards.
And he
on
caught
that
it.
one. And that'll
It's
bring
fourth
up
down.
4th down.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one.
Get out of
Got the
bounds?
clock stopped, getting out of bounds.
Yes,
They
he
may be
did.
a little
All right.
short of the first down,
This
but
is
I thought
it.
that was the key.
4th and 4. There's 38 seconds to go.
One score down.
We
Here
get off the
go.
field here, it's over.
They're gonna go
We
for
make
it
this
on
stop, the
4th
game is
down.
over.
Now Wentz got
Damn
out
it.
of this one.
They got the
Throws a
first.
quick hitter on the slant.
They
That's
might be in
complete.
Elliott's range. I don't know
10
100% if
yards
they
on the
are.
pickup there.
No, they're not quite yet. They still got a little bit of ways to go. They only got
Philadelphia
29
first.
seconds left. They do have a timeout left. So, all right, they spiked it.
Comes here, and that stops the clock at
They'll probably try a
25
couple of
seconds.
more heaves. All right, defense, come on. Well, I guess they're going to try to go for the field goal at least and send it to overtime. Delay overtime. I went into overtime in the last game against the Broncos, and we all remember what happened in that one. Oh, God, Wentz, damn it!
He'll be taken down, but not before
Nobody
getting
covered
this
him.
inside the 30.
Nobody covered him.
Nice gain of 21 yards.
Oh, my
Now
goodness.
Wentz signaling frantically, let's get to the line.
Damn. All right. Oh, you spiked it. All right.
Looked like he tried to stop the clock, but the clock wasn't even moving.
I guess they'll take another shot to the end zone, but they already have the ball at the 26, so they'll probably kick it and just go to overtime. We're definitely icing him.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And
All
now
right,
the
5
timeout
seconds left.
call.
They're definitely kicking it here.
So 5 seconds
block left.
And a field goal would send us to overtime.
Timeout.
And the clock
Icing.
will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Now Jake Elliott
Okay,
for the
come
field
on.
goal
Miss
try.
it, please.
This to potentially send us
Miss
to
it.
overtime.
Got
And
it.
his kick is
Overtime.
right there. It's good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So
Well, y'all,
money
that's,
kick there in the final seconds, and now,
that's
barring
it,
any hijinks
overtime.
on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and
Looks
I
like
were
somebody's
gonna settle in
commented
for a little
on the
overtime.
video.
And I wouldn't have it any other
So,
way. This is
let
a
me see if I can
dogfight
take a
all
quick
through
look at that.
regulation. No reason to think it won't
I
continue
have to
in
pull
the
this up on
extra period.
my phone here, but Dallas for Super Bowl. Lord Crispy for the win, I guess. Thank you for the comment, my man. Dallas to the Super Bowl. I guess you're a Cowboys fan, dude. Awesome. Well, hope you're enjoying this live stream. I don't know about this year, though. I think it's going to be a few years until Dallas is
How much fun is it for us
going
see
to a
this
Super
one
Bowl,
get an
my
extra
man.
period to get settled?
So, overtime, we're tied at 24. And with this overtime, I just want to get into the end zone and just end it.
Okay, so
The
in
Eagles have won the
past,
toss.
we had sudden
They're
death.
probably going to choose
First
to
team
receive.
score
If they
wins, but
don't,
no
then I don't know. Like to
Now,
receive,
if the
defend.
team
Yeah, okay.
receives the ball,
They'll
scores
receive
a
it.
touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
What do you think of Earl Thomas potentially being traded to us? Well, until it happens, I don't think the discussions are going to stop, man. Oh, by the way, you know, Lord, whatever your name is. Sorry, dude, I just forgot your name. I actually have Earl Thomas on the team in this game. I traded for him in the preseason and training camp. I'd obviously love for him to be on the Cowboys, but I don't know if it's going to happen, quite simply because I think Jerry Jones is too busy sitting on his butt and just doesn't want to pull the trigger. I wish he freaking would, because we need a dog in that secondary. We need a leader back there. And, you know, in the first video when I talked about why I'm bringing Earl Thomas in, you know, first of all, yeah, I just wanted to be a Cowboy. And and I heard something this week. I think it was Brian Broderus. I don't know if that's how you pronounce his name, from the Dallas Morning News. He said that the talks haven't died down. Well, they died down, but they haven't like completely died in terms of like that Earl Thomas probably will be a Cowboy at some point. I just wish that they would go ahead and pull the trigger, because it's clear that Earl Thomas is unhappy in Seattle. He hasn't even showed up. He probably won't even show up when training camp opens. And that's just an indication of a guy that if he's unhappy there, you need to just get him out of there one way or another. I mean, he said after that game, Dallas, come get me. Go get him, Jerry Jones. Go get him. We might have to give up a pick. Sure. Quite frankly, I think we should have given up one of our draft picks, because, you know, I just think we should have. If we give up that pick, you know, what are we missing on drafting? You know, Dalton Schultz? Yeah, sure. You know, that's a decent tight end, you know. But I just wish that Earl Thomas was a Cowboy, because we just don't have a good guy in that secondary, a veteran leader. We don't have that. We just got a bunch of rookies. And who's going to lead the rookies? Who's going to lead the rookies? You know, do you think Awuzie and Jordan Lewis are going to do that? I don't think so. I almost wish we had Brandon Used Carr and Maurice Claiborne back here still, but we don't, because we just let them walk in free agency a year or two ago. All right, that's got to be holding. If that's not holding, then I'm dating Ariana Grande. I don't know why that just rumbled through my head. Accept that penalty. Second down and 17 yards to go. I saw another comment posted. I'll look at it when I have a break in the action. I know some people like to have the comments on the right side of the screen when they do live streams, but I don't like the screen to get cut off just because it's harder for me to see, and I'm just not a big fan of it. Oh, another comment.
You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point,
2-minute warning in overtime, so we got a little break. Let's go ahead and
it was the defense getting it
check
done
out those
again
comments.
and holding them to no gain.
We got 2 weeks. I think we should trade a 2nd-round pick and the 6th-round pick. Yeah, we do have 2 weeks, Lord Crispy, for the win. Yeah, I know. We got a couple of weeks till training camp, man. And Coach Richards, we trust. Yeah, you know what? I love the fact that you brought up Chris Richards, my man. I think even if we don't get Earl Thomas, I think that is a great hire as an assistant coach. I like what Chris Richards brings. I saw some footage where he was mic'd up in Seahawks camp, and that guy is enthusiastic. He brings some fire. I think he can whip some of these defensive backs that we have into shape, so I like that. But I just gave up another big play, so that's far from the occasion, man. The Eagles have absolutely torched us down the field in this game. The secondary has absolutely struggled to do anything. You know, this is still the Eagles' first drive. I feel like I'm about to lose my throat. I'm about to lose this in overtime. Oh my God, they faked me so well. Pick that off, please! Oh my goodness, Lewis, come on! You had it right there. You could have possibly ended the...
They were going for the jugular right there, just trying to end it.
That was definitely a shot play, as they like to call it, a chunk play, whatever term you want to put on it. They were attacking deep downfield, trying to get to the end zone. Really
Earl Thomas, I need you to make something happen, dude.
They'll run it now, out of the gun.
Get him down. There you go. All right, 3rd down.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Please, let's just... We got to focus here. We got to get off this field. We got to make a stop. They are absolutely manhandling us. There you go. Get him down. There you go, Lillard. All right. Okay. So, obviously they're going to kick a field goal. This is going to be a long field goal for Elliott to kick. I hope he misses this. He better miss it.
That's definitely the first instinct, because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
Now remember, this one is not over, but with the time running short here in this overtime, that could very well be the game winner.
Yeah,
Okay,
the other team does get
so
possession, but when the clock runs
we
out,
have
that's it.
to
So now
score a
drive
touchdown in
to use
49
the majority
seconds
of the
to
clock
win this
and
ball
leave your
game.
opponent with little to no time left.
And he'll elect not to return this.
All right,
one,
Mike
so
White.
out to the 25 on
Time
the
to put your
touchback.
big boy pants on
We get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back
and get the
out
ball
there.
down the field.
And the passing game. I mean,
This
look
is
at
the
numbers
time of the
since
video
when a
where
team is struggling,
I stop
sometimes you
babbling
get
around about NFL news and I focus on the task at hand, which is getting this mother-loving ball into the end zone. That is a catch on the sideline. Thank you very much, Alan Hearns.
Whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear.
I'm going to call a timeout.
All right, well, man, what do you need?
All
What's
right.
going on here?
We're going to have to, I'm going to have to take some shots down the field if I want to even hope to win this game with White. It's just going to be hard because of the secondary players for Philadelphia. That was a bad throw.
Incomplete there. They was
2nd and
looking to
10.
get down
Okay,
Hearns that
fine,
time.
whatever.
Now bring up 2nd down.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting
All
too
right.
much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely.
Come
just
on.
Needed a touch more air under it.
We gotta
Instead,
get
he
something
fired an
here.
Absolute bullet. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to fire one deep. Middle. It's
Great catch!
inside the 25. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout.
Whew,
instead.
Terrence Williams, thank you.
It'll be their 2nd and final timeout. Remember here in
Well,
overtime.
I kind of panicked a little bit and I took I took our last timeout, but God, y'all. Okay, all right.
Back to throw here.
Swain is wide open. Touchdown! It's over!
That is it.
Jeff Swain for the win!
Touchdown. A partner, great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not
Yeah!
the 4 quarters with you in this one.
Yeah, buddy!
A little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing pile up.
Mike White,
Paid for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters.
hero.
But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game.
Yes, sir. Big time win.
And then we get the dramatic ending.
Well, how about that for my first time live streaming in about a month?
So for the Cowboys,
Pretty
it's
ugly
a
game,
win in
ugly
terms of
win,
staying in the
but we will
postseason
gladly
race
take
as
it.
They move to 6 and 4, and now they'll have the short week ahead as they'll host their annual Thanksgiving Day game on Thursday. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7 and 3.
I will be happy if we win 1 or 2 playoff games. Agree with you 100% on that one, man. All right.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis,
Let's go ahead and look at the player stats for.
Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA
All right,
Sports.
Mike White in his final game starting for us because Prescott will be back next week. Thank goodness. 18 of 24 for 231 yards, 75% completion percentage, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. My boy Zeke, 12 carries, 96 yards, average 8 yards a carry, 1 touchdown. Mike White carried for 13 yards. Alan Hearns, leading receiver with 60 yards on 5 receptions. Defense. Leighton Vander Esch, the rookie, was the leader in tackles with a total of 7. 5 solo tackles for the rookie from Boise State. And that's that. Dallas wins, and we are 6 and 4 now. How am I playing with an updated roster on franchise? Well, Lord Crispy, how I'm doing this is I went to the Madden community files, and there you can download updated rosters. Just look at the description. And they do this for the Xbox One and PlayStation 4 if you are using one of those consoles, my man. But there, you can go to downloadable, shareable rosters. And I am using a roster, I forget the name of it exactly, but this roster is pretty accurate. The rookies look pretty good. And yeah, that's what I'm using in this one. So let's go ahead and purchase some upgrades for Jason Garrett. Player retention. What can we actually even purchase? What's one of the most expensive things that we can actually purchase? Because I would kind of like to spend this $3,000 on something pretty good. All right. Expert scouting, sure. We'll purchase that. All right, cool. Submit. All right, great. So, let's take a look. How about upgrade every accuracy for Mike White? Rookie quarterback. Play recognition for Lawrence. Van Der Esch, play recognition, why not? Press for Jones. Ezekiel Elliott. Let's go ahead and update his carrying. Awuzie, awareness. Lewis, catching, because he dropped that interception that would have given us a better chance to win. Carrying for Rod Smith, let's up that. Play recognition for Mark Lilla, let's up that. Jeff Swaim, let's upgrade his route running. Blake Jarwin, let's upgrade his ball carrier vision, because why not? Let's upgrade Covington's awareness and continue to things to do. So,
scouting points are earned every week.
We get the win against the Philadelphia Eagles, and we are 6-4 now. As I look at the rest of the comments.
Make sure you use all of your points.
I love the draft picks we got this year so much. Working on depth. We needed O-line. Just again, Vander. Lead the college league and run stops. Yes, I believe in our team. Yeah, I actually believe in Van Der Esch too. We definitely will make the playoffs. Hey, we gotta. I mean, I think Philadelphia will be good next year, and we're obviously going to be battling them for wild cards for the division. That's a given. But honestly, Lord Crispy for the win. I think that making the wild card is good enough. I'm just being honest. I think that's what we're going to do. Sorry to burst your bubble if you were hoping for me to be more positive, man. But I think we do. I think we will have a chance to make the playoffs next year. It'll be tough, but it's manageable. All right. Are there any of these guys that I even want to negotiate with? I actually want to go ahead and just go negotiate with Jarwin. I think he wanted some more for his signing bonus. That is exactly the offer I was hoping for. Next season will be great. Excellent. So we got Jarwin. I'm just going to re-sign some of the young players that I really think we need. So let's go ahead and start weekly training for the game against the San Diego. Whoa, careful. Los Angeles Chargers, because we're getting ready to play them on Thanksgiving Day. Training complete, returning from injury. Dak Prescott has been cleared by doctors. Excellent news. Looks like his attributes are still good. Let's go ahead and look at the team and make sure that Prescott is properly atop the depth chart. Yes, he is. All right. We're going to skip that. Let's go ahead and get ready to play our next game against the LA Chargers and Phillip Rivers and Antonio Gates. First of all, we got to edit the uniforms. Ooh, do I want to rock the color rush in this game? You always rock the blue ones on Thanksgiving, but Chargers wore the uniform they're currently wearing for sure. You know what? Screw it. Let's rock the color rush for this game. I love the color rush. All right, Thanksgiving Day, Turkey Day against the LA Chargers. Dak Prescott is back, which is excellent news for our playoff hopes. We're sitting at 6-4 right now. Just gotta win, keep winning, I guess. It's basically the same scenario it was for the Cowboys in real life last year. Just gotta keep winning. Can't let up. Just gotta keep winning. Can't let up. Young safeties. Yeah, I would love to get that extra mentor.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and
Gallup takes T-Will's spot. Yeah, that's a possibility.
happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
I mean, if not a lot happens with Terrence Williams next year, I don't know. I could just see, I can see us just, you know, getting rid of him, trading him. When they first cut Dez, I'm like, you're cutting Dez, but you're keeping Terrence Williams? Really? But I don't make the decisions. That's Jerry Jones for you.
A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers.
Thanksgiving Day.
Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gautin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team
getting psyched up. Of course, in real life, he was still suspended.
5-3 in their last 8 games. Meanwhile, for our visitors,
but this is Madden.
Chargers,
Madden's different.
Winners of 5 of their last 6 games.
All right, let's get this party started.
It's a tradition that began
Game number 2 of the live stream coming at you.
We go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return.
Shout out to Lord Crispy for the win. Thank you for the comments, man. Really appreciate it. All right. On defense to start out this one. Let's take care of business against the Chargers.
Now a play fake here on first down.
David Irving gets a sack right off the bat. That's what I'm talking about.
David Irving.
Boom, baby.
Forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Another tackle by Irving. Ooh, he's on fire already.
They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to be staring at a third.
He's already got 2 tackles, and it's been 2 plays. Look at David Irving showing out.
Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust.
Oh, too much time for Rivers. Too much time for Rivers, but it doesn't matter. We get another sack. Who was that? Oh, Coney Ely? There we go. Former Jet and Panther.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher
Taking
will
the
tell
sack.
you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback.
All right.
It's almost like a reversed red zone. They can create points using
Good
their
defensive
defense.
stop, y'all. Cole Beasley on the return. Not much, but a decent return because we had good field position anyway. And welcome back, Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Dak attack.
So here come the Cowboys onto the field with excellent position to get things started. Their second year.
I would have used Dez's value when we had him and traded him. Yeah, absolutely. Are you kidding me? I would have absolutely loved it if we would have traded him for Earl Thomas.
That's not going to get him to the
I mean, seriously, that was the offer, like, I feel like that should have been on the table from day one.
And so the bottom line for him
The
is
Seahawks could use Dez.
manage the game effectively.
I mean, yeah, they got Doug Baldwin, but what other weapons for Russell Wilson do they really have? I don't think, I know Jermaine Kearse isn't there anymore. I think they still have Jimmy Graham, but that's it. And now Seattle is basically trying to rebuild their running game because they've gone through like 3 different running backs, I feel like, in the last 2 years. I guess Alex Collins is their starter. No, actually, I can't even say that. Alex Collins doesn't play for them anymore. I think he plays for the Ravens now. And forgive me if I don't say the right location of players because it's been a minute. It's kind of funny how they say it's been a minute or it's been a hot minute. It really hasn't. It's been like, you know, a month or more. Here we go, Elliott. Moving the ball already on this drive.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got
Yeah, that offer was on the table. I wish it was on the table, dude. Like, Dez for Earl Thomas and maybe a pick or some other guys, that seems like a fair trade to me. I mean, Dez would probably fit in okay in Seattle. But no, we just decided to cold cut him. And y'all know that, and y'all know because he tweeted it out. Whatever team Dez goes to, I mean, of course he wanted to go to the NFC East, but no NFC East team wants him right now. Because we're spewing out so much, you know, dirty Sprite about him, I guess you could say. He's just viewed kind of as radioactive a little bit and toxic, and that was a terrible juke by Scarborough. Terrible juke attempt on my part.
Now third down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation.
Jimmy Graham went to Green Bay. Yeah, thanks, man.
Think about running the ball.
I didn't know that.
Not even a thought.
Like I said, NFL news has been kind of all a blur to me. I forget where some guys ended up. I know that Jordy Nelson's no longer in Green Bay. I know he's with the Raiders now. So Aaron Rodgers doesn't have his favorite target anymore. Prescott,
Decent gain on the scramble is 6, but now it's
4th and 1. All right. Sludge. I'll just kick the 18-yard field goal. I didn't realize it was third down. Low key, I did not realize it was third down. All right, we'll take the field goal.
And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive.
Thanks for telling me Jimmy Graham went to Green Bay. I didn't know that. But that's good for Green Bay. They needed a better tight end. Jerry Jones is the same one from years ago. He doesn't make good trade or sign players. Yeah, we've been silent on the off-season fronts in free agency for it feels like a few years, man. And I remember when free agency started, Eagles signed Michael Bennett, Redskins signed guys, Giants signed guys, and what is Jerry Jones doing? Sitting on his butt. And I think our first offseason move was we re-signed Brian Price, a 3rd-string or 4th-string defensive tackle, who's probably realistically going to get cut in training camp. Lord knows in training camp I cut him in this game. We traded for a fullback. All right. And we signed Coney Ealy, which I think was an okay signing. I mean, I got him as a starter right now because I traded Tyrone Crawford to get Earl Thomas to Seattle. Injury report. Hopefully that's injury time, and hopefully somebody from us isn't hurt. We're about to find out on screen.
And right now, fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and/or division.
I guess they're not going to tell us who got hurt. Kind of mess around with us. Good wrap up. There we go. Eckler. I have no idea who that running back is that just carried the ball. Is he a rookie?
Yeah, what you're describing right there.
I don't even know.
Can set the edge.
3rd and 5.
Hear that, meaning he's not getting hooked by an offensive lineman or a tight end, not getting turned inside on the blocking, able to keep his outside arm free, string the play out.
Get in there. Get in the backfield again. There we go. Another sack on Mr. Rivers. Wow, defense really swarming. Malik Collins that time with the sack.
Able to track him down for a loss of 13, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there.
I'm actually sad we traded Switzer. Yeah. I'm a little bit bummed just because he was a rookie last year, and now all of a sudden he has to start in a new place. The guy that we traded for, Jihad Ward, quite frankly, I don't know a whole lot about the guy. I just know he was pretty much last year. I believe he was a rookie. I don't even know. I forget. Yeah, I guess, you know, they decided that Beasley has a lot left in the tank, so... Because when they drafted Switzer, they were basically drafting a clone of Cole Beasley, and, you know, I guess you can't really have two of them. I suppose that's what Jerry was thinking. But at the same time, you drafted this kid, and now you're just going to all of a sudden trade him for a guy that, you know, you're trading for essentially because he just needs some linebacker depth. You know, that's fine. Switzer potentially could have been a starter. This guy's going to be a backup next year, maybe even 3rd string. So, you know, it left me scratching my head a little bit. I would have loved to see what Switzer could do. Obviously, last year he had a big kickoff return against the Redskins. But, you know, sadly, it's kind of a what have you done for me lately scenario, I think is what Jerry was thinking. So, you know, it is what it is. Well, it looks like Jeff Heath's injured, so
It's a balancing act, isn't it?
we're going to go ahead and put Kayvon Frazier in the game.
Punch it in for 6 points. We also have to remember they did put points on the board.
Swain, the hero of the overtime, catches that one over the middle, breaking tackles. There we go. Nice game. Well, so far this game is going a lot better than the last one. We're not giving up a bunch of plays downfield, and defense came to play, definitely. We already got 3 sacks in this game. Defensive line is swarming to Phillip Rivers. And I tried to spin with Elliott, but it didn't work.
How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I want Elliott to run over 100 yards in this game. Trying to get those stats up for him. Get that rushing title. Decent juke, but I think I juked too early.
About the 20-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Really good, solid run right there, and they did it from a 4 wide receiver set. And if you're an offensive coordinator, they used to tell people, hey, we're going to throw the football. Now they use 4 receivers on the field to spread things out, give them more running lanes and more options.
Yeah, why didn't we re-sign Butler after we cut Bryant? No. I was kind of sad to see Bryce Butler go because he was one of our best weapons last year offensively as far as receivers. And we just let him go. Then again, based off what he was tweeting at the start of the offseason, I pretty much knew that we weren't going to keep him. I mean, his Twitter basically said, even the Cardinals, he said that the Cardinals basically signed me to the same deal, so don't go asking much from me.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Look at that. More passing yards per game without him. How ironic. But no, Prescott is better than White. There is no way Mike White is playing ahead of Prescott while he's healthy in this game. There's no way. Oh my goodness, we got sacked. All right. Well, field goal again. Fine. No, not exactly the way I want to start out. I need to get in the end zone one of these times. But we're already up 6-0 in the middle of the 2nd quarter.
So that scores now on their first 2 possessions, but it's 6-0. Probably not the kind of scores they were hoping for.
No, not at all, but I think that they've shown that they can have some success against this defense. So they'll go back to the sideline knowing the points are going to be there for the taking.
That's fielded in the end
Bryce
zone.
Butler was the guy that caught the last touchdown of the season against the Eagles. The only touchdown of that meaningless season finale.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something.
I guess Jerry is thinking that we combine like the 4 guys that we have, with Hearns, Williams, Gallup now, Deontay Thompson, Leafland, I guess better our, Tavon Austin too. We can better ourselves with the production that Dez didn't give us, but I still don't buy that. It was just sad to see Dez go because, people talked about him as being the next Michael Irvin. He wore 88 for a reason. When you wear the 88 on the Cowboys, you're a special player. Dez was, I think he just got a bad rep ever since he didn't catch a play.
And they certainly have kept him on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
The injuries that he sustained in 2015 and 2016, I think, hurt him too. It's just tough to see him go. I'm glad I didn't buy his jersey, though. I was tempted to, but I didn't. Got a Zeke jersey instead. I'm glad I did.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence.
Got another stop on 4th down, another punting situation.
He's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Let's go ahead and return this one. But so far, we've been able to stop LA pretty easily. Sacking Phillip Rivers and covering well. And then again, I know this isn't the Eagles on offense, but the Chargers actually came into this game with a pretty solid record. I think they did at least.
Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think.
Tavon Austin was the biggest move we made.
But they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
I do like Tavon Austin. I think he'll be a good guy to have, kind of being like that Lance Dunbar type as they talked about. That was one of the biggest reasons why they brought Austin in. And I think him to go along with what Cole Beasley can give you, I think that is going to be effective. And I guess, you know, I'm still trying to understand fully what a Dak-friendly offense is, but if a Dak-friendly offense is having a bunch of slot guys and just dumping it down a lot, then fine. If we have to be a dink and dunk offense, like passing the ball occasionally and just running with Zeke and Scarborough and Rod Smith, then that's what we're just going to have to do. But anyway, the catch by Jarwin, break that tackle. Oh, we almost did. Keep moving the ball down the field. I want to score a touchdown before the half ends. We're up 6-0, but I like there to be a little bit more of a cushion. Good catch, Hearns. Get out of bounds. There we go. Dak Prescott 7 of 8 for 100 yards. Pretty good game coming back from injury. Pretty solid so far. He is looking pretty good.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Ball play to Elliott. Not much going there.
Down to the 32.
Injury report.
And defensively going with a dime set.
I guess I shouldn't have skipped over it to see who actually got hurt. Oh, well, speaking of Tavon Austin, there he is in the backfield. I guess Elliott got dinged up a little bit. Wow, Jarwin was wide open. He was wide open for that one.
So they were able to put the pen to the paper this week, get this deal done, contract extension, and I'm sure that the coaches front
Dang it!
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Second down, Prescott.
Almost threw a pick. That was a bad decision.
Probably should have had it. Third down now.
Yeah, keep Elliott. I don't want him. If he can still come in and play in this game, I want him in there.
But what do they say all the time? If he
3rd
had
and
really
13.
good hands, he'd be playing offense.
3rd and long for Prescott.
Come on, go Swaim. There you go. And Jeff Swaim's looking pretty good in these last couple of games. He's running routes. He's looking good. He's doing a decent job of replacing Witten. Although in real life, I don't know what he's going to be 100% capable of. Catch that, Elliott. There we go. Barrel into the end zone for the touchdown. All right, finally in the end zone.
With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
Tech-friendly offense having 1 true number of receivers. That's not a big Brady's rookie year. He just wants the guys that solid can be feeling the pressure from Brian Freeman. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think he felt the pressure to get it to Bryant his rookie year like he did this year. I think you're right about that, man.
Dan Bailey now for the extra point.
Just hope Prescott is better next year. Hopefully he's done a lot of studying in the film room because, you know, great quarterbacks, they can do well with maybe not the best talent around them. Just look at what Tom Brady's done.
The kickoff unit as they run up and
you know, Tom Brady had Randy Moss and he's had Welker and guys like that around him a little bit, but at this point he's really getting by on having some kind of having a hodgepodge of guys, you know, all around, you know, a vagabond group of receivers. I always remember in 2006 the Patriots, they didn't really have a number 1 guy. I think they still had Troy Brown, but they had a bunch of guys like Doug Gabriel, dreadlocks. That's how I always remember him. I think he had like Chad Jackson, who was a rookie from Florida at the time. He had like a bunch of receivers that were not household names, and he still led them to the AFC Championship game where they lost to Manning.
this a
and the
second
Colts that
down.
year. I was rooting for the Colts in that game for sure. I was tired of Brady always being in the Super Bowl. I wanted Peyton Manning to get a chance at that Super Bowl just because he was basically being called already the greatest quarterback to never win a Super Bowl, like Dan Marino. I think I jumped to cause the lineman to jump. I think that's going to be offsides on us. Yep. Jumped the gun too early on pushing the R2 button, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did.
Yep, too aggressive on that one.
The ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
They go play action. Rivers.
That's out of bounds.
And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Well, they're going Hail Mary on this one for sure, down 13-0.
He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Final play of the half. Rivers going deep
Yeah.
here for Allen.
No?
And
Okay, fine.
incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, it's halftime.
So we've hit halftime
So
on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we
let's
sit here
take a
on
look at some more of those
Orlando,
comments
we'll check in with Larry
from
Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Lord
Larry?
Crispy for the win.
Brandon, and welcome to our EA halftime report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Cowboys are happy to be sitting in the
I think this is Garrett's last year if he can't perform. Yeah, absolutely. It needs to be his last year. If Garrett cannot get the Cowboys to the playoffs this year... Okay, well, first of all, Lord Crispy, he should have been fired after they win 8-8 3 consecutive years. He should have been fired right after the Eagles game in 2013 when Kyle Lorton had to start. He should have been fired before the game. Jason Garrett is the worst coach in the National Football League. I don't care if, yeah, there I said it. You know, that's a hot take. But he is the worst coach in the NFL. Just because he is a yes man, he doesn't know how to adjust in the second half. And it's shown. If you had somebody like, you know, John Gruden or Bill Cowher, or even if you brought back Sean Payton, Dallas would have probably been in the playoffs last year.
All right, Larry, these two teams back out
I mean,
as we get
just like in last year's game against the Falcons.
second half. Both teams
If your backup left tackle, which was Chad Green, is constantly getting beat by Adrian Claiborne,
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard
constantly,
line.
over and over and over again, you need to make some adjustments. Like, put the fullback in there more.
Now as he'll go on offense first here in this third
Put in it.
quarter.
Maybe move the right tackle over to the left side.
Especially a touchdown. It's
You know,
almost out.
he doesn't think about those adjustments, and then once he gets in the game, he freezes at the wheel.
What you really want to do,
It's just like in the Packers playoff game. You know, he did a terrible job coaching that game. I mean, we went in, mentally, we went into that game, I think, all wrong. I think we just felt that we had to roll out our helmets, and we were at home, and we had a 13-3 record, and we were like the number 2 seed in we were the number 1 seed in the NFC. And I think we just thought we'd just roll out our helmets and win. But we're the Cowboys. And we're not the 95-96 Cowboys. We were the 2016 Dallas Cowboys with a rookie quarterback and a rookie running back. And a coach who may have won Coach of the Year, but won it just because he saved his job. Every year he's trying to... Every year they come up with new excuses to save his job. Like, they're using the Ezekiel Elliott suspension as a reason that he was able to save his job this year. Because it's like, oh, we didn't have Zeke for 6 games, so naturally, any coach would have struggled in that situation. No. Doug Peterson won a Super Bowl with a backup quarterback. I'll say that again. Doug Peterson, his second-year coach in the Philadelphia Eagles, won a Super Bowl with a backup journeyman quarterback. Why? Because he's a good coach. And they had a lot of injuries. Darren Sproles was out for the year. The Eagles had so many injuries, I lost count. And they won the freaking Super Bowl. Jason Garrett has had multiple years on the job and has only won one playoff game. He's been here since 2011 fully. I don't care what he did in the middle of the 2010 season. That season was dead already when Romo went down. I just can't stand Jason Garrett and the fact that he's still the coach. By the way, Laura Crispy, in my first franchise that I started out with the default rosters when I first got Madden 18, I created myself as the head coach. And I won the Super Bowl within 2 years. I'm just like, it's that easy. It's that easy, Jerry. You get in anybody else than Jason Garrett, this will be a better football team. Deontay Thompson into the end zone, touchdown. There we go, Thompson, nice grab. Bryce Butler replacement playing well, I guess.
The second half, now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group.
Yeah, everyone does hate us.
They were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe
Goodell, the NFL, everybody hates the Cowboys.
It's almost insurmountable, but it's not.
The ringleaders are Stephen A. Smith and Shannon Sharp. I don't think Sharp is really a Cowboy hater. He just likes to poke fun at Skip all the time. But then again, who doesn't want to poke fun at Skip Bayless? 2-point conversion, and we're up 21-0. Up on those Superchargers. I guess they still sing that song at the stadium. And the Chargers are playing at a soccer stadium right now. I know they're still trying to get the stadium built in Inglewood that'll house the Rams and the Chargers. But I don't know. That stadium they play at the StubHub, that place is small, man. That's a small little stadium you're playing a football game at. Packing everything in there. Having everybody pack into a soccer stadium to watch a football team that I'm not really 100% sure the city of Los Angeles really wanted. San Diego fans were mad. They were mad about the Chargers leaving. One fan burned all his gear outside of the old complex in San Diego. Just lit fire to all of it, and he did a passionate interview, and he just said it's a travesty that this family has done this. And I agree 100%. It's terrible what they did. Just because the San Diego Chargers, there's just such a rich history of them being there, from the Dan Fouts, Air Coryell Chargers to the LaDainian Tomlinson Chargers, and Antonio Gates and Phillip Rivers, even though they're technically still there. Drew Brees, the infamous Ryan Leaf eras, and by era I mean literally 2 seasons. But still, there's just a rich history there, and I know Qualcomm Stadium is probably one of the worst stadiums in the league in terms of upkeep, along with the Raiders Stadium.
He's been one of their few bright spots so
I don't even know what it's called now. I just call it the old Oakland Coliseum, because that's basically what it is. Or the Athletics Stadium too. I think that's the only stadium in the NFL now that hosts a Major League Baseball team and an NFL team now.
They do get 10 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field. And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know
no. Bosa got me.
And bring him down. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack.
Well, I dodged one sack, and I was trying to get it over on the right side and look downfield, but I couldn't. Didn't get away from Bosa in time. His hold was too much for me. Oh, he only has 32 rushing yards. He hasn't really gotten going in this game. Part of that is because Prescott's been playing well, so I've just been kind of airing it out.
So many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Back now here
I just
on
can't get the
EA
fact that Earl might
Sports.
play for us.
A lot of
And he's
happy
also
faces in
working
the
out
crowd
super
at
hard.
this
He's really in
point
good
as
shape.
they
Yeah,
get
Jones.
the
Yeah,
lead
exactly.
here to start quarter number 4.
Go get him. Go get him, Jerry.
Cowboys on third down. They've hit
I got
2
him.
for 4 thus far.
You do
This
the
is
same.
3rd and 17.
You know, when I start up my Madden 19 franchise with the Cowboys, which is, you know, obviously what I'm going to do, no doubt about it. I'm trading for Earl Thomas right off the bat. No doubt about it. I'm trading for him.
Well, there were a couple of
If they haven't already in
extra
real
backs
life.
the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open
Something
receiver.
tells me that
Tries to take off
when
and
they
run
first
for
get to
it, but he
training
comes up
camp,
well short of the
Jerry
line to
might
gain.
feel the pressure from fans, and maybe the Seahawks might just be, and maybe because the Seahawks, and maybe because he'll probably still be he'll be holding out with the Seahawks, it's going to back them into a corner. And, you know, they're going to realize, okay, this guy flat out just doesn't want to play for us. Let's just do what we should have done during the draft, and let's just trade away Earl Thomas. Let's not ask for too much, and let's just rebuild the Legion of Boom fully and completely. Because Cam Chancellor, apparently, it looks like he's retired based on his last Twitter. So I think Chancellor's done, so that's basically the last remnants of the secondary done. Earl Thomas probably, you know, isn't going to come back. Or if he does, he's just not going to play. He's going to hold out.
And they're able to get this one
So,
across the 35. Give him 10 yards there. And
I really
out
think
by the
that
nose of the football, he's gonna
beginning
have
of
a
training
first
camp,
down.
Jerry might feel the pressure and he might pull the trigger.
Let's face it, they need a
He
lot
might
of
just,
things to
or
go
anything
right
that
in a short
the
amount of time.
Seahawks might say, all right, look, we just, it seems like we can't whittle down the price. We're not going to renegotiate a deal with him. You can take him off our hands and you can go home. And maybe even a 4th and 5th round pick will be enough by that point. Because the price, I think, is going to dwindle down to where the Seahawks are going to just be willing to dump him for like a box of cookies just to get rid of him because he's unhappy there and he wants to be a Cowboy.
And he'll be out of bounds just
Even though Earl
shy
Thomas
of
hasn't really
40.
come out publicly
The Chargers
saying, I guess, he
passing
wants to be a
game
Cowboy,
rolling
all he
here.
said was
They've
come
got
get him.
another first.
Right.
Hard to believe his first catch
He wants
of
to
the
be a
game.
Cowboy.
Defensively, they bottled him up.
He went to the
and
University of
on their way
Texas.
to victory.
He's a Texas boy, and if you grew up in the state of Texas, your ultimate dream if you play football, even when you're even in Pee Wee football, is to be a Dallas Cowboy. I feel like.
Inside the 30.
You want to be rocking the 8 or the 22 or the 88 like the triplets, Aikman, Irvin, and Smith.
Because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision. And receivers
Whatever little boy dreams of, his Pop Warner
and able to catch it and try and get upfield
in Texas used to be a Cowboy.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football.
Oh, that's going to be a
If
face
you want
mask.
to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Personal foul.
Yep.
Defense.
So that flag will cost them
No, that
15.
bites.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face
Well, they might
mask.
score on this drive.
Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
One of the beat defenses, if everyone could stay healthy, Sean Lee, especially since he takes play. Yeah. Yeah, he probably will play extra hard. I say probably. I know he will.
So now it's 1st and goal.
And also, you bring up another good point. Sean Lee's got to stay healthy. The general. We need the general all season. I do like the fact that we took Van Der Esch because if Lee does get hurt at some point this season, then Van Der Esch, I feel like, can probably try to step into that role and, if anything, just learn how to be that guy because there could be a day where Sean Lee is too old and he just can't play anymore and he has to retire early. Or, you know, his contract runs out and we just don't want to re-sign him because of the risk because we don't feel like the risk is worth the reward. Or you never know. We could sign him to a long-term deal. We don't like the deal, so we just trade him. And I'm just speaking in general, like years from now down the road, because I think Sean Lee's got quite a few years left in the tank. If he's healthy, he's probably the 3rd best linebacker in the NFL. I mean, really, I think he's as good as Luke Kuechly. I think he's that good, and he and Kuechly are pretty much the same. You know, they're roamers. They're guys that, you know, are in the middle of the field. They're roaming. They're looking. They make a break for the ball. They're smart. They have great football IQs. You know, Sean Elliott, Spurs fan in me. Sean Lee went to Penn State, and that's linebacker you. LeVar Arrington went there. Matt Millen played there. You know, that's linebacker university.
Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision.
Courtney Brown went there, even though he was a bust with the Cleveland Browns, but he was good at Penn State.
Anticipating what we have to make the call.
Well, they're going to go with the onside kick, and I completely forgot about that. Doesn't matter, we still recover it.
Able to recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it. And I know we brought analytics into the game.
All right, 2:50 to go. Let's get this one over with. Run the ball and end the game. Everything goes according to plan. We'll be 2-0 in the video, which is great. Elliott's hurt.
Well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaking up down there on the field. We'll check on his status.
I hope that's not
when
too
we
serious.
Get back. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Well, let's just send this with Scarborough at the middle. Good run.
He's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Going to give this time to the tailback.
Ooh, nice move, Scarborough.
15 he goes. Another nice gain, 13 yards.
2-minute warning.
And another first down.
All right, 2 minutes away from another victory.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away.
Yeah, I think we will take the running title back. More importantly, Ezekiel Elliott is going to be completely free of all of this court stuff. So his mind will be in a better place. He won't be dealing with the suspension looming over his head, and he won't be suspended. And the good thing that I love this offseason is that he's staying pretty quiet. He's just working out. He had a little bit of fun with Dak Prescott with him purchasing those water guns and whatnot, but that's just boys being boys. I mean, come on, they're young kids. These are still technically, college age people. So, I don't know. I mean, the league is just digging into it a lot because they're always trying to find something wrong to pick on the Cowboys for. Saying, oh, look, Jerry's team's in the spotlight. Jerry's team is in the spotlight again for all of the wrong reasons. It's like, yeah. But, oh, get off me! Scarborough rumbling, pumbling, and stumbling for the touchdown. What a run. First career rushing touchdown for the Alabama Crimson Tide back. Look at this. Juke, get off me. Get off me. Don't bring that weak stuff around here. Great run. Our run. Not bad for the rookie.
And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
All right, up 28 to 7. And this game is all but wrapped up. We're going to get a win on Thanksgiving. Excellent. Everybody's going to go home and eat their turkey happy.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
I'll tell you what, watching this game in real life on Thanksgiving, I couldn't even finish Thanksgiving dinner. I was so sick. Just because they didn't even show up. They were just absolutely pathetic in this game in real life. Phillip Rivers just torched us. It wasn't even close. That was when I pretty much said, you know what? Our playoff host may be going down the tubes without Ezekiel Elliott, without Zeke in them. And they did. He never recovered from the Elliott suspension, I feel like. We won some good games in the end. The Raiders game last year was probably my favorite. That was an unbelievable finish. And speaking of that, we're going to play the Raiders pretty soon in this mode. Next few weeks, I believe.
19 yards gives him a new set of downs. Rivers on first down. He's going to flip.
Oh, fumble! Get that! Go, Earl!
It's picked up by the Cowboys. Past the
Icing on the cake. Oh, what kind of dive was that? Looks like he hurt. Oh, okay, he didn't hurt himself. Good. I thought he injured himself. How about that, Earl?
Maybe that's the perils of being a
Nice.
running back in the NFL.
Could use some of that in real life. Look at this. Hit stick by Lewis. Ball pops free. Earl Thomas picks it up and just runs it all the way to the end zone. Too easy. Far too easy.
Here's Bailey now for the extra point.
Yeah, and that's the kind of plays we would, have if we just pulled the trigger. I know.
35-7. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end.
Jeff Heath is the GOAT. Yeah, he's the GOAT for getting that ball out of David Carr's hands. Or Derek Carr, excuse me, sorry. The Carr brothers.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that.
I remember watching a Thursday night game where the Chiefs were playing the Raiders, and I was watching NFL Network, and after the game I remember that Derek's older brother David was in the studio, and they insisted that he talk to him post-game, and it seemed like they talked for like a few minutes and they like finished each other's sentences before the other one could. So I thought that was pretty cool. And I think I remember David at the end of the interview said, "Hey, say hi to Mom for me." I thought that was so cool. One brother is older, is working as an analyst, and he gets to talk about his little brother playing football. So, there's like some brotherly love right there. I always thought that was cool. And you have brothers, maybe one's retired, maybe one's still in the league, one's an analyst, one's still playing. Gets to talk about the other one in a different light before the game, maybe meet up. I just think that's cool. Yeah, but Jeff Heath was really the GOAT for that. Yeah, and that was a big play by Earl. But then again, that was all because Jordan Lewis just came up with the boomstick and laid the wood to that rookie running back. Come on, get off your blocks. Another sack? No. Okay, we can't get another sack. Fine.
Get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
Well, 36 seconds left in this blowout. Gonna get a win on Thanksgiving, and gonna ride out of this one with a W. Come on, make the tackle. There we go.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at
playing out the stretch.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. A first down throw here for Rivers.
Sack! There you go, Ely. Nice job.
They got him for a sack. Cody Ely. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
All right, well, they're just going to try a bunch of heaves to the end zone. And oh, I thought he fumbled the ball for a second. I thought he just flat out put it on the turf. The game was tripping. The game was playing tricks on me. Oh, you live in Arizona, man? That's cool. So are they saying the Cardinals are going to be like way better this year? Because I don't really see that. I mean, I feel like Rosen is a good quarterback, but a rookie quarterback winning the division. I mean, the Cardinals, I feel like the Cardinals have a bunch of good pieces, but they don't have enough. Earl Thomas almost got another pick there. But I feel like they have, like, you got Larry Fitzgerald, who's still got a few years in the tank. You got left. You got Patrick Peterson. But outside of that, who are your really big weapons? Oh, along with David Johnson. Of course, Johnson was injured all last season. Other than that, really, who are your playmakers? So, like you say, dude, those Cardinal fans, they got to be tripping or something. But that's cool that you live in Arizona, man. Cowboy Nation's everywhere. It's true. It really is true. You can't escape us. I think I remember posting something on Twitter a few years ago. It was like an Eagle fan making, Cowboy jokes typically. It's like, every time an Eagles, Giants, or Redskin fan makes a joke, there'll be like 2 to 3 to 5 other Cowboy fans to back up what one Cowboy fan comments. You can't escape us. We're an army.
Where they take on the Washington Redskins.
I don't care that we, may not deserve the label according to some experts out there, but we are America's team. Our team's products, the Cowboys products, get the most buys of, NFL shop. That's what most people are going for. They're going for Cowboy stuff: hats, T-shirts, jackets, jerseys, you name it. I don't know why Earl Thomas dove like that in the end zone. I was trying to do the animation where he does like a swan dive where he gets like a statue soldier or something and just like falls into the end zone like a dead fish. They did that animation a while back, but they didn't do it for that one, which was a little bit odd. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the stat sheet. So Dak Prescott in his first game back, 7-19 for 205 yards, 89% completion percentage, and 2 TDs. Rushing, not very much to talk about here. Elliott, 37 yards. Scarborough, 36 yards, along with his first touchdown of his career. Receiving, not much either. Not much to write home about. Prescott really spread the ball around in this game. Elliott was actually our leading receiver with 64 yards on 4 receptions. Excuse me. Leading tackler was Justin Marsh Lillard. And that'll do it. So we're going to exit out of this game, and then we're going to start to wrap it up for tonight. It's about to be a long live stream. I hope y'all enjoy it. Of course, no upgrade available. Let's take a look at the players, though. Let's upgrade Connor Williams' pass blocking. Van Der Esch, let's upgrade your play recognition. Let's upgrade power moves for Damian Wilson. Let's upgrade play recognition for Lillard. Lee Collins, we'll do block shedding. Jalen Smith, we'll do play recognition. And continue to things to do.
Scouting points are earned every week. Make sure you use all of your points. A portion of your remaining points will be lost when you advance the week.
Shut up. I should have turned him off. I'll do that later when I'm not streaming. All right. Well, anyway, that is going to wrap it up for this stream. We are currently 7-4 after our win over the LA Superchargers. Let's go ahead and advance, because why not? So, huge shout out to
Scouting points are earned every week. Make sure you use all of your points.
Lord Crispy FTW for the win, I presume that's what it stands short for. If it isn't, please let me know, man. So we are currently 7-4, very much in the playoff hunt. And that's going to do it for this live stream. So for those of y'all that checked it out, thank you very much. And as always, I will see you in the next video. Hope y'all have a good night. And hopefully I'll be streaming again within the next few days, depending on what my schedule looks like with my writing jobs and work. But I will see y'all very soon. Thank you very much for tuning into this live stream. And go Cowboys.